Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl D of Life with D, and we're back with another video. So as I have been hinting to you guys, I was going to get a new camera slash video setup very soon, and it's here. So I thought I would do an unboxing of my new camera that I got and that I will now be using to record moving forward. So as I said in my last video, right now my current camera setup is very basic. It includes my iPad, which I put on a tripod that has a little ring light in the background, or if I'm vlogging, it's just my cell phone, and that's pretty much it. Overall, that setup was working, but I just felt like it was time to upgrade and change my setup. That way I can get better quality videos and just have a better experience overall. In general, things that were working for me was that it was a really simple and easy setup. But what really wasn't working is that when I was trying to transfer my footage from my iPad or my phone onto my computer so that I could edit it, I would run into a lot of problems with converting the files or downloading different things. It was really just such a pain. And then another thing that really wasn't working was that I continued to run out of storage in different places. So my storage on the cloud, like the Apple iCloud, I kept having to pay for more storage, which I mean is fine, but it's a bit of a pain. So without further ado, let's get into the camera that I chose so you guys can see. So I got the Sony ZV-1 camera. Yay! I'm so excited, guys. Like, this is the first time that I've had a camera in probably like 10 years. I've only had one other camera before, and it was for taking pictures. Like, I'm not even sure if it did video recording, honestly. I didn't even know what I was doing when I had that camera. So let's get into the reasons why I chose this camera. Number one, I wanted something that was beginner friendly. Like I said, I've only had one other camera before. I did not want a camera that would need a lot of instruction and me trying to figure things out and all these complicated settings that I really wouldn't be utilizing anyway. Number two, I wanted something that was vlog friendly. And then the last thing that I wanted was a screen that I could see while I was recording. That way I could always make sure that I was in focus and in view and that you guys could see me and everything. This camera had all of those things that I needed, and I felt like it was kind of the best thing on the market, especially because the ZV-1 is made for content creators. Like, it's made kind of for ease for people who are creating YouTube videos and just creating kind of on the go. Whereas other cameras may be more so built for people who are into photography or more complicated kind of video recordings, and that is not me. Another thing that I want to talk about before I actually open the camera is kind of my pros for buying this camera and why I thought that this camera was the best on the market. So like I said, this camera was beginner friendly, and that's something that I definitely needed in my life. That was a really big pro for me. Another thing is that I don't have to buy any additional lens for this camera. And then my other pros were all those things that I mentioned before that it met the criteria for, which was that it was vlog friendly and that it had the screen that I could look at while I was recording. On the other hand, the con was the price. It was pretty pricey, but I can attribute that to one, it being a newer camera, considering that it just came out, but also that I don't have to buy any more lens. So like, this is pretty much it. Whereas if I got a cheaper camera, I would still have to buy lens. That was not a coin I was willing to drop. So the initial investment was pretty pricey, I will say, but in the long run, I feel like financially this was the best decision for me. So now that we have gotten my whys out of the way, let's actually open my camera. Okay, wow, it's so tiny. Like, this is a tiny camera compared to the other cameras I was looking at. It's so cute, guys. Like, look at it. It's so cute. Okay, so from first glance, it does have quite a few buttons on it, which is expected. I mean, it still is a camera, even though it's beginner friendly. They have to have buttons, like, so it has an on-off button, the mode button, widescreen, I guess like zoom at the top, and then the power button as well. And then it just kind of has like that turn wheel on the side where it has like display and like other options for you to be able to, I guess, record if you do want to utilize some more advanced features, if that's what you want to do. Oh, wow, it's perfect. It's perfect for me and my hand size. Yay! I love it. Okay, so let's see what else is in the box besides the camera. So it has a USB in the box, which I'm sure is for transferring files from your camera onto your computer, so you can go ahead and edit and everything. It also comes with a backup battery. And then the last thing in the box is the little mic. So in the picture on the front, you can tell that they have attached a mic to this camera. So I'm sure that this is very good for when you're vlogging and are out and about, kind of want to do some cancellation of the outside noise as far as like wind and hustle and bustle and those things. So it's very good that they included this in the box, so I don't have to worry about upgrading this immediately. So that's everything that was in this box. Because I got the content creator pack, I also got a tripod, so I'll go ahead and open that on camera too. So in this vlogger kit, as you can see, they have the tripod as well as an SD card, which, you know, I'm very happy about, because that was one of my primary reasons for wanting to move away from recording on my iPad or my phone, in that I was tired of using cloud space or device space. So as you guys can see on the tripod itself, it does contain some buttons, so that way I could control what is going on the camera from the actual tripod itself. And then on the side of the box, it shows a couple different ways that you can use, that you can use the tripod as well. So it's not just a one size fits all kind of thing. So let's open it. Oh wow, so when you open it, the directions for the tripod, I guess, are in the box. So I guess I will not be throwing this box away immediately. All right, so the tripod itself comes in this box. Honestly, this tripod is a little heavy. Like, it's definitely sturdy, which is good though. I want it to be sturdy, don't get me wrong. But it has a little bit of weight to it. It's not as light as I expected it to be. But it seems pretty easy to move around and all that. And like I said before, there are buttons on here that allow you to control the camera from the tripod area. It also contains a bag for the tripod, and it looks like a little battery as well, because I guess there has to be some type of battery or sensor in here for this to work. So it contains those. And then the last thing in this box is just a memory card, but you know that that is something that's very important, so I'm happy that it is in here. I just realized I never turned on the camera for myself or for you guys. So let's go ahead and turn on the camera for the first time on camera. Okay, so the battery that I thought was extra actually appears to not be an extra battery at all, but instead the battery that I actually need to be able to turn on the camera initially. So scratch that extra battery. Now let's see if we can turn on the camera now that there's actually a battery inside of it. Okay, so after doing some setup and putting some information, we actually are ready to go. And I'm looking at the picture in here, and when I tell you guys it's so clear, like, wow, it's so clear. I'm really excited, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then last thing before I go, guys, is that I did want to show you how the screen flips out for this one. So it is on the side instead of being above, which I've seen most cameras have the screen above. This one is to the side, which for me is fine because I'm used to looking to the side anyway when I am recording on my iPad or my phone. So like, this is still pretty natural for me. It is kind of a bit long if you're gonna record though, with it out, but whatever, like, I'll get used to that. That is fine. So guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my very non-tech experienced unboxing of my ZV-1 Sony camera. Even in that short amount of time, I learned a lot about the camera and how it works. So I can't wait to see how much more I'm able to learn about this camera and really get into it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have not already subscribed, please take the time to do so now. If you learned anything from this video or like what you saw, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts about cameras yourself or any helpful tips that you have for someone who is a novice with cameras like myself, please leave them down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!